Good morning. I'm Dave Gagnon, Chairman of the Ulster County Regional Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. I'd like to welcome you to the Chamber's virtual breakfast meeting, coming to you live from the 721 Media Center in Kingston. We have a great breakfast program this morning in cooperation with the Ulster County Tourism Office. We'll be showcasing the top tourism properties in the Northeast, which are located right here in Ulster County, and they are open for business. If you would now please stand with me and join in our pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Before we introduce our speakers this morning, I'd like to share with you some of the work that your Chamber of Commerce has been focused on as we support and sustain more than 1,000 members during this difficult time. With pertinent information on recovery occurring rapidly, the Chamber of Commerce transformed our Chamber website into the central clearinghouse for all local, regional, state, and federal news and information. If you're unsure about the latest regulations for your business, check the Chamber's website, ulsterchamber.org, and click on the link that says COVID-19 Resources for Business. And if you need further assistance, don't hesitate to contact the Chamber office at 845-338-5100. As it says here, we are all in this together. As we look forward to our upcoming events, we want to remind everyone that Ulster County Chamber is preparing to welcome another class of future leaders to their next Leadership Ulster class, which will begin in September. This 9-month program has been successfully grooming future leaders in our region for nearly 30 years. The deadline for applying to Leadership Ulster is August 3rd, so don't delay. You can find more information in an online application at ulsterchamberfoundation.org. Our August virtual breakfast meeting will be an update on the status of the Kingstonian project. It's proposed to be constructed on North Front Street in uptown Kingston at the site of the former Kingston parking garage. Developers Joe Benora and Brad Jordan will present the latest information on this project, which was proposed more than 2.5 years ago. Be sure to join us here once again as we broadcast from the 721 Media Center here in Kingston. Next month, stay tuned. In September, we are excited to announce the annual Buy Local Expo will be going virtual on live stream and Facebook Live, Wednesday, September 16th, starting at 12 noon. The Virtual Buy Local Expo will include a personal introduction of each virtual exhibitor, who will then take you behind the scenes of their business or organization using their smartphone, mobile device, or a pre-recorded video. Advanced scheduling will allow each exhibitor to plan their presentation and inform the public about the time to tune in to see how their business operates. For this first virtual Buy Local Expo, we have made our rates very affordable, so be sure to register early. Again, that date is Wednesday, September 16th, starting at noon. So go to the Chamber website, ulsterchamber.org, for more information. And now to introduce our program this morning, here's a man who needs no superlatives for his introduction, Mr. Ward Todd.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Good morning. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate your support, in particular to our more than 1,000 members, as Dave said. We thank you so much. Let me tell you right up front, thank you so much for supporting us during this critical time in our nation's history. Dave did mention this, but let me reiterate, if you as a Chamber member have an issue, have a problem, need assistance, maybe we can help promote your business, please contact our office. That's why we exist, to help you, our Chamber members. So a very special thank you, first of all, to our good friends here at Ellenbogen Media Center. Ellenbogen has been on the forefront of the media industry, helping companies, government, and organizations communicate through audio and video for more than 30 years. Whether it's live streaming like we're doing this morning, video production, event AV, or digital marketing services, we invite you to discover how Ellenbogen can help your business during these difficult times and well on into the future. Visit ellenbogen.com, or you can call them at 845-33-VIDEO, 845-33-VIDEO. We are delighted to welcome our first guest this morning, our Ulster County Executive, Pat Ryan. Pat, we want to thank you so much for taking time from your schedule to be with us this morning. We thank you for your work to help our local businesses reopen and to reopen safely. Good morning, Pat. Thank you for being with us.
Hey, Ward. Good morning, and good morning to everyone virtually. I guess we're starting to get used to this Zoom thing, unfortunately. I'll only take a minute or two and just set up what I think will be a really exciting and positive, forward-looking conversation about what's coming in one of our key business sectors of tourism and hospitality. And I'm so proud of the great group that the Chamber's pulled together. Thank you for having me. Thank you to you, Ward, and your organization for your leadership through this, at least in my time, unprecedented crisis that we're experiencing. Just a few framing remarks. First off, I just want to really commend, in particular, the leaders on this call from our really many of our feature properties and businesses who have led their organizations, and I've spoken with many of them many times over the last months, who have led their organizations through uncertainty, crisis, unpredictability, and challenge that none of us expected to have this year. And I want to commend each of you for guiding your businesses, your organizations, your teams, and I'm sure also your families and your friends through just a really difficult time. And I'm so proud that we're at a point now where we are, at least in Ulster County and in New York State as it relates to COVID, our approach has worked largely thanks to the work of so many on this call and so many in our community. We just in the last 72 hours have only had 5 new cases of COVID out of thousands tested. So we're at a 0.37% new infection rate, which is very, very good and very encouraging. Obviously, we have much work ahead to keep things that way. But what it shows to me is that if we reopen in a thoughtful, deliberate, responsible way, which we've been doing now for months, these are not diametrically opposed things. We can open safely, thoughtfully, and get the economy going, including our tourism and hospitality industry, and keep people safe and healthy. So that's really what I've been focused on, and I know so many on this line. And the last thing that I will just say is an old mentor and boss of mine used to, it's somewhat cliche, but I think very apt. In crisis, there is opportunity. And I think we have tremendous opportunity in Ulster County, given our position, our proximity to both the Hudson River Valley and the Catskills, but also to New York City and the markets and people there that are really rethinking fundamentally how they live and work and travel and vacation, and we're perfectly situated to capitalize on that. And so I think this is a very timely conversation, and I'm excited that I think we're going to actually really see things ramp up as we come through this. So thanks for having me. Please reach out at any time with any questions or issues. Myself and our economic development team and our whole team are at your service. So thanks, and looking forward to the conversation.
Thank you, Ulster County Executive Pat Ryan. Thank you for your leadership. Thanks for your comments this morning. We look forward to speaking with you again next month. We want to thank our breakfast sponsor this morning. We are delighted to welcome a new corporate sponsor this year, Sawyer Savings Bank, who will be celebrating a significant milestone soon. And with that, please welcome Sawyer Savings President Doug Sturgis this morning. Doug, good morning.
Good morning, Ward. I want to thank Ward and the Chamber for allowing Sawyer Savings to speak this morning. And similar to Pat, I want to take the time to thank all the people in Ulster County for making the hard choices to keep this virus under control. New York was really in a tough state back in April and May. And now everyone is looking back to New York to figure out how they got it under control. So we know exactly what Florida and Arizona and Texas are going through. We wish them the best, but we need to stay focused and keep this under control. I'm here this morning just to let you know Sawyer Savings is getting back to the business of banking. Our lobbies are open. We've got limited hours. We do that to protect our employees. We do ask that you use the drive-up or fast-track banking if at all possible. The bank is celebrating our 150, like Ward mentioned, 150-year anniversary next year. We're hoping this virus is out of the way so we can really celebrate. We'll see how that goes. But it does bring to mind that we've been here for 150 years. The bank went through the 1918 pandemic, and it kind of makes you wonder how they did that without people working from home, without drive-ups, things like that. Very limited technology. So it kind of does make you wonder how they got through that. Residential lending at the bank is very strong. We're in a refi market. Home sales are very strong, and we hope that continues. Our first-time homebuyer product has been very busy. And I just wanted to give you a little background to that because I think it's a cool story. Back in 2000, I think it was 2006 or 2007, we had a consultant come into the bank just to speak to the trustees, just to pass ideas around and things like that. And the consultant sat down and said, "Why are you here?" A pretty simple question. And we went around the room and everybody gave their 2 cents. And it came back to the consultant and he said, "I don't know the answers. And I don't think we're going to come up with the answer today. But I just want you guys to go back and think about why back in 1871, some people got together and started a mutual savings bank in Ulster County, New York." So we did that, and we spent a lot of time pondering that question. And through that conversation, our first-time homebuyer product was born. And it truly is Sawyer's way of giving back to the community, because that's what we came up with, is Sawyer was put here to support the community, to support the American dream in Ulster County. And so we would do first-time homebuyer loans at 100% financing. We've been doing that for the past 10 or 12 years now, and we're very proud to say that we financed over $22 million of first-time homebuyer loans. So we're very proud of that product. Commercial lending is also very strong. Our payroll protection loans put Sawyer on the map in Ulster County, and we're getting calls today that we probably would not have gotten 6 months ago. Our community outreach and the method of delivering those PPP loans have brought us many new commercial relationships. If you know of anyone considering a commercial transaction, please give us a call. We can offer a 30-year loan amortization, which really reduces the cash flow, the monthly cash flow. Also in the commercial loan area, we're currently offering a program that Central Hudson is supporting. Central Hudson put up a $1 million grant, which was very generous of them, and working with the local community banks. And it's basically a 25% grant to help small businesses get back on their feet. So if you're interested in one of them, please give us a call. And I just wanted to close by asking everyone to please stay smart. Wear your masks, stay socially distant. It really is important that we continue to fight this virus. I do not want to see New York go back to the lockdown scenario. So thanks again, Ward, and thanks to the Chamber.
Thank you, Doug, very much. Thanks for your support. Again, Sawyer Savings, one of our corporate partners, we really thank you for your continued support. Look forward to really celebrating with you next year. It should be a great year. Our program this morning is going to take a look at 5 world-class resorts located right here in Ulster County. For travel visitors looking for a safe escape, we believe these properties provide a unique opportunity to get away from the crowds and relax or explore the great outdoors of the Catskills and the Schwangunk Mountains. We think that we are very well positioned in this current pandemic to serve a great number of people from the metropolitan New York City area and beyond. But I first need to recognize our program would not be possible today without our great partners at the Ulster County Tourism Office. We want to thank Tourism Director Rick Remsnyder for agreeing to be our co-host for this morning. Rick, we welcome you. Good morning.
Good morning, Ward. It's great to be here. Who would have thought we would be meeting like this? But these virtual breakfasts are fantastic, and I want to thank you and your staff for allowing Ulster County Tourism to participate. It's also great to see my good friend Jeremy Ellenbogen here and running things, so I know things will go smoothly. I will say during the pandemic, it's been quite a challenge. But the one thing that I've learned is that our tourism and hospitality businesses are very strong. It's a close-knit community, and they have worked feverishly to overcome these obstacles during the pandemic. And I think we're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm glad that we're able to showcase 5 of our strongest and, as you mentioned, world-class properties. What I'd like to do is, before we have our 5 properties, is to present a brief presentation telling people what we in Ulster County Tourism have been doing to pivot and combat this pandemic with some of our programs. So let's get started with that. Adapting during COVID-19. Our Ulster County Tourism positioning strategy and our tagline, Seek for Yourself, remains relevant and in fact has become more relevant during this challenging time. Our strategy has always been about getting out of crowded spaces, always been about reconnecting with the outdoors, and it's always been about ways to experience serenity, peace, and beauty. Our strategy has always been about finding less known, less trodden, and alternative paths. Adjustments that we've made during this pandemic. We paused our media March 15th through early June. We launched a very successful Return to Nature campaign in June, which targeted the short drive market. We've maintained our social presence. We've shifted our newsletter format to local support, and we've emphasized support for local restaurants offering takeout, delivery through a new landing page. We initiated a Return to Nature campaign. I don't need to tell you folks, Ulster County is very strong with nature and the outdoors. Many people have been cooped up in their homes and apartments, are craving open spaces and sunshine. We're positioning Ulster County as the ideal place to reset with ample space to do so at a safe distance. Campaign elements include a mix of digital, banner ads, limited print ads, online editorial content, video, online radio, Zoom backgrounds, and website brand windows. You can see here some of the banner ads that we've created. Step outside, wide open spaces, and some of the most beautiful and iconic views of the county. People are starting to come out, particularly from the New York metropolitan area, and experience the outdoors because that's what we have an abundance of, and it's certainly going to pay dividends throughout the rest of the year. We've also returned to nature. We did some editorial content that we thought was relevant during this time. 5 ways to reconnect with nature in Ulster County. For instance, strolling the walkway over the Hudson, dusting off the fishing rod and heading for the water. Golf has been exploded in the county. There weren't a lot of things to do early on since our golf courses were open, and they've been doing very well. We also did content, 5 Ulster County spots to fish this summer. And I know that fishing has been very popular, particularly in the last couple months. So people are taking advantage of that. To kind of show you the type of things that we're branding, we have a short video here, the Return to Nature video. See our tagline, Seek for Yourself. We like to keep our videos 15 to 30 seconds. That's kind of the industry standard, and people pay attention that long, and we love our videos. One thing I have to say, the local support during this pandemic has been fantastic. It's been our goal to drive as much revenue to local businesses as possible in a responsible way. We shifted the format of the spring newsletter to focus on ways to support local Ulster County businesses. We've created brand windows, a landing page for restaurant delivery and takeout, as I mentioned before. We helped create an interactive map for delivery and takeout, and we showcased our local businesses on social. And I have to say that Ward Todd and his staff have been tremendous teammates in this and getting out the message, and our restaurants have really been doing well. One thing that we create every year is our Ulster County travel guide. It's a beautiful 64-page full-color publication, which is distributed throughout the county, the New York State Thruway, and we also go in the New York metropolitan area, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. It's one of our major tools to get people to come into the county. And I know, speaking with the people at the Thruway stops, that they've been very busy on weekends. So we're confident people will come to the county and take the travel guide with them. I mentioned the restaurant support. Brand windows have developed to help support and drive traffic to local restaurants. That looks pretty good, Ward. The only thing I miss with these virtual breakfasts is, where's the eggs? And can't wait till we get that back. As we mentioned, takeout, delivery, landing pages. Our restaurants have been so cooperative in getting us, letting us know if they're doing takeout, whether they're doing delivery, curbside, and now that they're opening inside, and we're happy to promote them. So please get out there. Social media, as I mentioned, one of the things that our local initiatives is Project Resilience, that Ulster County sponsored. I think at last count, almost close to 300,000 meals had been delivered to our residents of the county. We're focused, as we mentioned, we're focusing on Ulster County's outdoor assets, returning to nature, sharing uplifting messages, and promoting safe social practices. We have some sample Facebook posts here that are some part of our social media campaign. Please visit our Ulster County website, Ulster Tourism, which is ulstercountyalive.com. Now, I want to really get on to some of our properties, so I'm going to turn it over to our host, Mr. Todd.
All right. Rick, thank you so much for your partnership again from the Ulster Tourism Office. And yeah, it is time to get outdoors. We all want to see what's happening. And it is an absolute pleasure to introduce our first tourism property, which has a rich, more than 150-year history. This season, it's really been a challenge for them and for a lot of folks I know, but they have met that challenge, and we want to take you to the beautiful and the scenic Mohonk Mountain Resort. Please welcome their CEO this morning, Tom Smiley, to be with us. Tom, good morning. Good to see you.
Morning, Ward. Thank you. And thank you to you, the Chamber, and certainly today's sponsors for supporting our business community and inviting us to speak today. I'd also like to say thank you to Rick Remsnyder, perennial champion of tourism in Ulster County, and County Executive Pat Ryan for supporting tourism. We're a long-standing industry, and we're more than happy to invite people in to show our property. So I believe we have a video that we can start running whenever you're ready. And okay, so Mohonk is a 1,200-acre resort perched atop the Schwangunk Ridge, towns of New Paltz, Stone Ridge, and Rochester. We're a full American plan resort, which means the overnight rates include meals and most activities. Mohonk was founded in 1869 by Albert Smiley, my great-great-granduncle. And although hospitality came very naturally to Albert, he bought the property with no intention of operating a hotel. His plan was to actually build a summer home, but he became a hotel. Did 100 years ago. Within the Mountain House, there's a variety of iconic spaces. First one you'll see is the parlor, which was built in 1899 to host conferences. We continue to use the parlor for that purpose today. Did 100 years ago. Below the parlor is the Lake Lounge. In the Mountain House, there's a variety. It was originally the lobby. Today we use it as a gathering and entertaining space. Cookies and tea are served at 4 o'clock every day there. Next, you'll see the main dining room, where guests have gathered for 110 years to dine. Little has changed in that time. The gardens were Albert's true passion. 5 acres of topsoil were brought in from about a mile away by horse and cart in the 1870s to create the gardens. Albert was known to hold a tight budget on all aspects of the operation, except the gardens. Shown here are some of the 20,000 tulips from this spring. Once the tulips die off, a show garden of annuals is planted for the summer season, and this season's garden is starting to really shine. The guest rooms in the Mountain House, there's a total of 265 rooms. They were built with the views of the mountains, the valley, the gardens, and the lake in mind. Most rooms have balconies, and about half have wood-burning fireplaces. The Mountain View Suite is a 1,000 square foot, 2-story suite with outstanding views of the Rondout Valley and the Catskills. Grove Lodge is our first new accommodation at Mohonk in over 100 years. Lodge is located about a 3-minute walk away from the Mountain House adjacent to the gardens. Great room. And individually. Popular with small corporate retreats. Our award-winning spa was built in 2005. The 30,000 square foot building is geothermally heated and cooled. It offers an indoor pool, a fitness center, yoga studio, salon, saunas and steam rooms, 6 and an outdoor mineral pool. In 2013, the spa was named the #1 resort spa in the U.S. by Condé Nast Traveler. In the same year, it was named the #2 spa in the U.S. and #6 in the world by Travel and Leisure. We offer golf on a 9-hole Scottish design course. My grandfather's Model A is one of the exhibits, as well as a variety of artifacts from throughout Mohonk's many decades of operation, including tools, carriages, and a working blacksmith shop. At the lake, there are a variety of recreational activities, including boating with kayaks, canoes, rowboats, pedal boats, and stand-up paddleboards to choose. You can go fishing, and if you catch a fish, the chef will prepare it for you for dinner. And then, of course, you can always go to the beach and take a swim, lounge in the sun, or play in the sand. We also offer horseback riding, carriage rides, and climbing in the world-renowned gunks. This summer, we reopened on June 15th with our capacity reduced to about 50%. Many of the same experiences are available, but with modification. So far, guest feedback indicates a great perception of value and appreciation for the safety precautions we've implemented. Initially, we replaced the large buffet meals with room service and grab-and-go dining options only. All these meals were prepared as if they were being placed on a plate. Outdoor seating was provided on the guest balconies and the public porches. In early June, we switched to providing meals, a served meal once again for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Started accepting reservations for day guests for the spa and dining venues. So this summer, the Granary, our outdoor barbecue venue overlooking the lake, is being offered daily for lunch and dinner with lobster bakes 3 nights a week. We typically provide live entertainment each evening for our guests, which was moved outdoors for the summer, with many performances on the boat dock. Guests gather on the balconies or public porches to enjoy the show. Another common evening entertainment option is a campfire. And everyone used to gather around a single large campfire for s'mores and a sing-along. But now we offer multiple small campfires, so each family has their own. And similarly, this summer we added drive-in movies, so guests could enjoy a show with their family, safely distanced from other guests. When it comes to change at Mohonk, our goal is the same, only better. And while this video was focused on summer activities, we do offer a variety of winter recreational options. Thank you, Ward.
Thank you, Tom. That's a really fantastic video. We're going to move on to Rocking Horse Ranch in Highland. The owner,
Rick,
Steve.
you're muted.
I'm muted. Oh, okay? Okay. We're going to move on to the owner of Rocking Horse Ranch, Steve Turk. Just so you know, Rocking Horse Ranch is the #1 rated all-inclusive resort in the United States, according to TripAdvisor.com. So, Steve, take it away, my friend.
Yep. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Ward. Thank you very much for hosting this. This is a wonderful event, and we're extremely pleased to be open and operating in the county of Ulster. One of the most spectacular scenic backdrops in the Hudson Valley. Presently, I'm sitting in front of Boulder Bay, one of our 3 pool expansions, the largest, by the way, single expansion at Rocking Horse Ranch ever, each bringing its own unique twist to summer fun for families. We started with the El Dorado Hot Springs, the largest mineral spring, we believe in the Hudson Valley, accommodating up to 30 people and maintaining a water temperature of approximately 98 degrees. Behind me is our largest family pool, part of the Boulder Bay complex, with a huge zero entry walk-in that people, especially during this heat wave, just sit, enjoy, relax. Behind me to the other side is our kiddie pool, designed specifically for children 5 or 6 years old and under, and it gives them time to play unrestricted. Speaking of restrictions, we are currently operating at limited capacity. We are working within the travel guidelines, and surprisingly, we're still greeting guests from a regional area. Some coming in from Connecticut, some coming in from Northern Jersey, but most of them are within the New York metropolitan region. And Feels good to be open, everybody. I got to tell you, it was a rough couple months. All activities except for our fitness center, spa, arcade are open. And guests are enjoying horseback riding 5 times a day, delicious food served by famous Chef Paul himself, in a very limited capacity serve style to our guests that we monitor daily. Guests walk up to a line. They ask the team to prepare their food for them. We give them breakfast and lunch served this style. Dinner, of course, still is tableside. If anybody's interested, by the way, I know there's been some problems with video, and we did not provide a video. Please go to rockinghorseranch.com to learn more. You can email me at any given time. I love to respond. I love guest feedback. I am here every day of the week. It's been quite a journey here. And again, as I've said, working with the folks at Ulster County, Pat, John, guys have been great. Seriously. Ward, Rick, it's just been an arduous task as we undertook this major expansion, upwards of $5-6 million to get these pools in their phase they're in now. Truth is, next year is going to bring even more summer fun to the pool deck up here. We have a whole outdoor lobby, lakeside lobby, that we plan on opening in 2021. And we are so excited about that. And hopefully, we will have enough gravity to push us through right to Memorial Day of 2021 to showcase some of these new amenities that we will be featuring. Of course, banana boating's going strong at Rocking Horse. That's a classic on our website. We're here. We're at Rocking Horse. And we welcome everybody to the Hudson Valley, but most importantly, Ulster County. Ulster County born and bred. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Good, Steve. Thank you so much. Great to see your property. It is absolutely gorgeous. We now head up into the beautiful Catskill Mountains for the Emerson Resort and Spa. A special thanks, first of all, to owner Emily Fisher for her support of the Chamber as a corporate sponsor. The Emerson is in the top tier of our supporters as a corporate leader, so we again thank Emily and her amazing staff, including Naomi Umhe and others, for that. The Emerson Resort and Spa is an award-winning property in beautiful Mount Tremper, New York, and we welcome Tamara Murray to tell us more this morning. Good morning, Tamara.
Good morning, Ward. It's always so great to see you. Can't wait till I can see you in person. But I just wanted to kind of echo what everybody else was saying as well, and that's thank you so much especially to you, Ward, and your staff for an outstanding job during all of this. I know you truly were a lifeline, not only to me, but to others. And thank you so much for all of the help that you've provided and the guidance that you've provided throughout this. I also wanted to take a second as well to thank all of my colleagues out there. I think that Rick had mentioned a little bit earlier that we're a tight-knit community, and we really came together throughout all of this, sharing information, helping each other. So I think that I would have been a little bit lost without all of you guys. So thank you so much for all of your support. So the Emerson Resort and Spa. We've always been all about reconnecting with nature and with each other. So our message and our branding just happens to fit perfectly with what travelers are looking for right now. We've created a video to give you a taste of the Emerson and to also explain our commitment to guest and staff safety. So whether you're familiar with the Emerson or you haven't had an opportunity to come up and see us, and we'll take a minute to watch this video, and I hope that it kind of is a strong tease for you to come up and visit us. instinct to take care of our guests, so being closed for the past several months has been very difficult. But Emerson has always been, and will continue to be, a safe haven for all. We've adhered to high standards of cleanliness for nearly 25 years, but as a result of COVID-19, we developed the Emerson Resort and Spa Stay Safe Pledge, a detailed system of protocols designed to keep our guests, staff, and community safe while still providing the hospitality we're known for. As we've reopened, it's been very important to make sure our guests are informed prior to their arrival of changes to our operations and how we're working hard to make sure they feel confident and comfortable with our Stay Safe Pledge.
Here at the Emerson, we are so excited to finally be able to welcome you back. We want to give you the chance to be back outside in nature and spending time with the people that you love. So we do require social distancing in all venues and all accessible to go relax by the pool. To talk a little bit about the way we're cleaning our rooms now, we have upped our cleaning protocol. So when you depart the room, it will be vacant and cleaned for 24 hours after your departure. We will be taking extra precautions to clean all the surface areas of the room the best we can. From bathrooms to ceilings, everything is taken care of at the highest level. So welcome back to the Emerson and welcome back to nature. Our number one priority is your comfort and your safety.
Hello, James here, bar manager at Woodnotes Grill at the Emerson. I'm so thrilled to be back. It's been my passion to mix and create cocktails as well as delving into the intricacies of wine and beer. COVID-19 has certainly taken a toll on all of us, but after our new safety protocols, I'm so excited to get back at it and giving our guests the gift of delicious meals and delectable handcrafted cocktails. So good to be back and welcome back to the Emerson.
So welcome back to wide open spaces, to road trips, to reconnecting. Welcome back to the Catskills, and welcome back to the Emerson Resort and Spa. Okay, so we just reopened. I think that we're the last property, the last one of the social media for videos of what the different shows entail, so you can still partake in that. And also something else that we decided to do with this reopening, because of our size, we have quite a large property, about 53 rooms. We're really considered a boutique hotel. We've kind of taken a different tack for remaining closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays so that we can use that time for additional weekly deep cleaning, again, just to ensure the utmost of safety for our guests and for our staff. So we're looking forward to the day when we can be reopened 7 days a week. But hopefully with those low Ulster County COVID numbers, that won't be too far away. And I think that, something that I just wanted to end with is that just the opportunities that the tourism industry as a whole in Ulster County is able to provide. I think that you could probably call me a poster child for that. I'm a California native, first came here in 2007, got a job immediately working at the Emerson, working in the tourism industry, and have worked my way up over these past several years. But there's really a lot of opportunities that the tourism industry in Ulster County provides. It's, as I'm sure everybody knows, it's the primary economic driver in the county. And I'm really proud of what the tourism industry as a whole in Ulster County has accomplished. And I know that I'm just looking forward to all of the things that we'll be able to accomplish with pulling us throughout the rest of this crazy period that we've been in. So if there's any other questions that anybody has, again, please go to our website, emersonresort.com. give us a call. We're happy to answer any questions. Keep an eye on us in 2021 as we enter into our 25th anniversary year. So thank you very much, Ward and Rick.
Okay, thank you, Tamara, for a great presentation, beautiful video. Now we're going to move on. It's my great pleasure to introduce Mike Offner of Pine Ridge Dude Ranch. Just a couple little things that I noticed going through Mike's biography. He first came to the former Pine Grove Dude Ranch as a 7-year-old. And then after graduating with a master's in business, he had a short career as on Wall Street. And then interestingly, he was in the disc jockey business. Did you know that, Ward? No, I didn't either. And but more importantly, Mike and his team at Memorial Day 2018 revived the Pine Ridge, and they've done some wonderful renovations. It looks like a great spot. And another thing about Mike, he's the only guy in this room that looks great in a cowboy hat. So it's great to have you, Mike. So anxious to hear about Pine Ridge.
Hey, Rick. Thanks so much for having us here. For me, this is really surreal. And to be here amongst the big boys like Mohonk and Rocking Horse, it's really just amazing to be here. And I didn't come alone. I've got my team with me right behind me. You guys want to wave? All right, so they're here, and for me, it symbolizes that I can't do this alone. And none of us here in the world can do this alone. And I think that's what's so great about this breakfast that we're having this morning. It really shows how we're all in this together. So rather than me saying too much right now, I think the video is a little on the longer side. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. And we're really happy to be here and to be a part of this. And I know we're all going to ride through this storm, and we're just going to keep on riding.
Howdy, everybody, and welcome to the Pine Ridge Dude Ranch. We're here sitting on 150 acres here in Kingston, New York. For those of you who don't know where that is, that's 2 hours north of the George Washington Bridge. And we're really happy to be a part of the Chamber's virtual breakfast this morning. So my name is Mike, I'm the owner, and I'm looking forward to taking you around the property, showing you a lot of the highlights. We've got a lot of stuff going on today, and glad you could be a part of it. So welcome to the Dude Ranch. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the history and why I feel this property is so special, not only to the community and all of our guests and everybody that works here, but why it's so special to me personally. So this was the first place I rode a horse with my family when I was 7 years old in 1987. Funny sidebar is I actually hated horses at that time. I was more into being out on the water and being on boats, but my little sister wanted to go to the Dude Ranch, so we went to the Dude Ranch all the time. And eventually I saw that she was right and really got into it. And once I learned that the horses were not scary and how friendly they were, and I was matched up with a particular horse and got the opportunity to go behind the scenes, brush the horse, take care of him, and really learn about them, then it was a different story for me. So this property, as some of you may or may not know, especially some of the chamber members, that this was owned by the Tarantino and O'Halloran families for over 50 years. And David, who is a chamber member, was here at this ranch every day, just like myself. And unfortunately, he passed away around 52 years old of an unexpected heart attack, which was devastating not only to his family and the whole ranch, but the entire community. What wound up happening as a result of that was the horses were taken away after the ranch closed. That was in September of 2017. 34 of our horses were taken to an auction house because there was no way to care for them anymore at that point in time. All the jobs were lost, and the property had really gotten into rough shape over the past few years prior to that. So I wound up making a call to one of the former guests who I've known since we've been 18 years old, and I used to take him and his family out riding all the time, and told him what had happened, and told him, let's take a run at this. So that's what we did. It was very complicated to actually purchase the property, and I'm not going to bore you with all those details, but we wound up buying the ranch in 2018 and quickly realized that we had to put a lot more money into it than we thought. So we invested $1.5 million within the first 60 days to open, and we opened on April 2nd, 2018. Throughout that period of time, as all this construction was happening, I was literally watching the ranch transform in front of me. And we wound up opening with 35 guest rooms. We have 125 in the building. We just went along and just tried to update wing after wing. So we renovated now to date 107 out of the 125 rooms, and we're really proud of the Montana section, which is, it's just beautiful. We have a bunch of different suites in the Montana section, not to mention suites all around the property, which you'll see throughout the video. And we did the dining area, we did the upstairs bar, we did the lobby, we did the nightclub. We basically did all of the common areas in less than 60 days. And being able to be on this side of the opening, and now for the world to have gone through the COVID situation, it feels very similar to opening back up for the first time. So after we did all the renovations, we got up and running and just kept doing more work as we opened. In our first year, we had 24,000 guests. Our second year, we had 40,000 guests. And we were ready for 2020 to be the breakout year. And then the world stops with COVID. So for us, it's really like a reboot from back to day one with all the uncertainty and what's going to happen. And here we are again. We just reopened again on July 1st. And we had to make a lot of changes in regards to what's safe and what's going to maintain the integrity of the ranch, but keep everybody relaxed and having a good time, but knowing that they're safe here. So we actually have a 25-page plan that was submitted to the New York State Department of Health, and the county reviewed it, which we were very proud. They said that was one of the best plans that they've seen. It took a lot of time and a lot of different people putting in their area of expertise, and we're really proud of what came from that. And we have hand washing stations everywhere throughout the ranch. We stopped doing the buffet meal service. All of our meals right now for the summer has been outdoors, and that's been a change that people loved. So that's something we may continue to do while the weather allows it, to just be outside, because that's the beautiful part about this ranch. We're 150 acres, and there's plenty of room to socially distance from other people and to have a good time on different parts of the property. We're really just trying to be innovative in regards to social distancing, safe family fun. We want everyone to be relaxed, but still to remain vigilant. So COVID really threw everybody for a loop, and I'm really glad to be here right now showing you what we've done in order to stay safe for this new world that we're living in. One of the things I think that is the heart of this ranch, it's the horses. It's definitely the heart of this ranch. And very proud of our horseback riding program. We have trail rides like you see in a lot of other ranches and a lot of other stables. But the thing I feel that really makes us special are the different experiences that we have to offer. For example, we have a sunset ride to where you ride your horse down to the lake. You have wine and cheese. Tie him up, watch the sunset, ride back to the barn, help unsaddle the horse, water him down, give him a bath, and then put him out to the field. We have something that's called Own a Horse for a Day, which is just that. You get the experience of what it's like owning a horse for a day. We have private lessons, so let's say you're here for 3 or 4 nights. You start off as a beginner and you want to be able to learn how to trot or learn how to canter. That's what we have to be able to teach somebody how to improve their skills, not just go out on a ride. We have a Barn Buddies program. This is what got me into horses back in the day, is you go into the barn, it's behind the scenes, you learn how to brush the horses, you learn how to develop a relationship with the horses, you learn how to saddle, and it's all the behind the scenes barn work. We have a new clinician that's on staff. His name is Michael Cantfield. He's been doing a great job with our new programs. So he developed the Cowboy Horsemanship series. Really, if you want to learn horsemanship and how to communicate with your horse on the ground, which then transfers into your riding, that's something that program will teach you how to do. We have a new obstacle course, which is a lot of fun for a lot of our advanced riders that keep coming back. We have a new egg barrel race that we're trying this summer for the first time. And we have deluxe private lessons, which are longer private lessons. So in regards to horses, even if you don't like to ride, we have meet and greets, we have educational clinics, we have demonstrations. In regards to horses, there's something here for everyone. And my goal personally is to be able to share the love of horses with each and every person that comes here. And hopefully when somebody leaves and they go back down to Long Island or wherever they go to, that they start taking lessons and then they take it from there. So I really think it's all about the horses here. But in case if you're not into horses, our packages include 3 meals per day, all you can eat. We have archery, we have an indoor and outdoor pool with water slides. We have tractor rides down to the private lake to where you can go fishing or go paddle boating. We have a giant bounce pillow. We have different social directors that come in. We also have guest social directors that do different activities with the guests now that are appropriate for social distancing. We have nightly entertainment. We have campfires and roasting marshmallows every night. We'll have live music or a show. And in the winter, there's still plenty to do. We have ice skating and snow tubing, and there's a whole slew of winter activities. So there's really something for everyone here. And even if your idea of vacation is just sitting back, getting on the Wi-Fi and going on your Kindle or doing some work, you could also do that as well too. We have day passes available. We have night passes available. There's a lot of theme weekends too. That's another thing that I really love about this place. Coming up, we have Labor Day weekend, which is the end of the summer celebration with a live fireworks show. You're right there for the fireworks. You can't get any closer. We have outdoor barbecues. We have our harvest weekends coming up to where you go to our local partner right down the road and you get to pick apples right off of the tree. You get to cut pumpkins off of the vine. That's a lot of fun in the fall. One of my personal favorites is the adults only weekend. You know, being that we are a family place, we do have to have fun one weekend a year. And that's coming up in the first weekend of October, to where we have a murder mystery dinner. We have a best dressed cowboy and cowgirl competition and a lot of fun adults only activities. So one of the best parts about coming to the ranch, and we have guests that come back 4 to 5 times a year, is they've said to us that we are their home away from home, and they feel like family when they come here. And other than the horses, the best strength that we have is our staff. They're genuine, they love being here, and they really want everybody to have a great time. And especially now, they want everybody to stay safe and have a great time. So what's very common is that we have guests that come up here. They really experience the family atmosphere and how the staff is. Myself, I ride horses every day with the guests. I'm out there all the time, and a lot of our staff interact with them as well too. So you have families that are strangers. By the time they leave, they're old friends, and then they rebook in a couple of months. Those families now come back up, and then they meet other families. So then it turns into a ranch reunion once or twice a year. And you know, we have some groups now, there's many as 30 rooms, and they all just met here over the course of the last few years. So really that home away from home feeling, which is genuine, really sets us aside from everybody else. So I want to thank everybody for coming along with us on the tour. Just so you know, we have day passes and night passes available for our local community. Obviously, we have our overnight, so for more information, please check out our website, pineridgeduderanch.com, to where you can see all the different specials and promotions that we have coming up. Also, add us on Facebook and Instagram. We have a lot of fun contests and games that we do on there regularly. So everybody stay safe out there, and happy trails.
Thank you so much. Great to see you, Mike Offner, at the Pine Ridge Dude Ranch. What a beautiful location. We're going to travel just a little bit further on Route 209 this morning for our final property. It's in the beautiful town of Warsing, in a wonderful location, nestled in 200 acres of lush gardens and rolling hills, surrounded by a crystalline freshwater lake with a beautiful view of those Schwangunk Mountains. We welcome James Breckbiel from Honors Haven to tell us some more this morning. James, good morning.
Good morning, Ward. Thank you, Rick, the Ulster County Chamber, the Ulster County Tourism. We couldn't be more delighted than to spend this morning with everyone. Knowing what the last few months everyone has endured, it really is a help for all of us to know that we're not in it alone, that we're all experiencing similar circumstances, but that there is a future on the horizon, a bright one. And Rick was mentioning about getting back to nature. Well, that's in a nutshell everything that our property has to offer, from its wellness, from hiking trails, from team building. But without further ado, allow me to present the video to you, which can give you a good overview of our property.
Warm greetings from Honors Haven Resort and Spa, located at the beautiful gateway to the Catskills in upstate New York. A premier Hudson Valley destination, Honors Haven takes pride in its unique blend of hospitality combined with holistic services, dynamic function spaces, distinct amenities, and spacious accommodations. Set upon 250 acres of pristine forests and sweeping mountain vistas, Honors Haven is captivating for any traveler and remains a regional gem, providing the utmost excellence in service and atmosphere, creating experiences that renew, rejuvenate, and inspire. Led by a team of industry professionals, Honors Haven provides the guest-focused and personal approach needed to produce successful, memorable events and visits for groups and individuals, helping them meet their goals, whether they be personal or business-oriented. Offering standard, executive, or suite accommodations, our 232 spacious and luxuriously appointed guest rooms provide exceptional views of the serene Schwangunk Mountain Range and scenic countryside. Delicious fresh cuisine is prepared daily from our international menu, accommodating all types of dietary preferences with delicious and savory fare. Enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner overlooking clear terrace views, rolling mountains, and our private lake beneath crisp Hudson Valley skies. Servicing full-scale to intimate weddings, Honors Haven provides the breathtaking backdrop for your big memorable day with open-air ceremonies on our private lake. After your vows, enjoy an elegant reception in our lakeside tent, which can comfortably accommodate over 250 guests. Our main dining areas can also gracefully transform to accommodate banquet-style arrangements and festivities. More than just a meeting space, Honors Haven Resort and Spa offers event planners an ideal mix of business and pleasure. Boasting over 48,000 square feet of dedicated meeting space, including 18 meeting rooms and 2 large exhibit halls, we cater from intimate to grand-scale events. Our versatile function spaces are easily adaptable to accommodate any group's needs, providing an inspiring setting for an experience to be remembered. Housing a professionally staffed holistic wellness center, Honors Haven offers guests revitalizing and rejuvenating wellness services based on East Asian principles of mind, body, and energy. Enjoy complimentary classes with regularly scheduled morning and afternoon yoga, tai chi, and meditation. Those desiring a deeper cleanse can schedule private healing sessions with one of our master healers or trainers. We find great satisfaction in being able to offer our guests the natural tools and methods needed for healthier and happier lifestyles. From beautiful on-site hikes to relaxing spa services, we offer a wide range of recreational opportunities for guests to utilize during their leisure time. Shoot a round of golf on our 9-hole Robert Trent Jones Senior Championship course, or practice your backhand at one of our indoor or outdoor tennis courts. Then keep your workout regimen going strong at our fitness center, or go for a dip in one of our Sterling pools. And for those in search of more R&R, drop by the spa for some detox at the wet and dry saunas and jacuzzi, followed by an appointment with one of our treatment specialists, offering a variety of services including facials, skincare, massages, and bodywork. The possibilities are endless.
All right. So just a little bit about what the hotel has been doing with conjunction of social distancing, wearing masks. Dining has been either takeout or a tableside sit-down service. We have not done the buffets yet. We are going to do everything in conjunction with when the state permits. But with our healing park, hiking trails, our wish garden, there's plenty of outdoor opportunities for our groups to meet. We have also been giving them the proper instruction from when they're on the property about what is required based on check-in, and entering the property so that we keep all guests safe and able to enjoy their stay. So we look forward to seeing everybody. And again, thank you for your time and this opportunity.
Great, James. Thank you so much. Really, really world-class properties throughout Ulster County. We are so blessed to have these great resorts that we've had a chance to spotlight this morning. We're also blessed to have so many additional options for travel visitors. Just here is a list of some of them in our region, beginning first of all in Kingston and the town of Ulster. Great opportunities for folks from small B&Bs throughout our region. Obviously, the Best Western Plus in Kingston is the largest with more than 200 rooms, but a good variety of great places to stay right here in the Kingston town of Ulster area. We invite you to check those out. Up in beautiful Saugerties, New York, and in that region, we have these great properties that are chamber members, so we congratulate and we thank them for their support. Heading to the New Paltz and Gardner area, everyone knows about Buttermilk Falls Inn and Spa. That's great, as well as the other options that are available in that region of Ulster County. And then up in the Woodstock and Hurley and Mount Tremper area, we have these great places for folks to stay. When you consider from the large to the small, we really do have every available option for travel visitors to come to our beautiful Ulster County region. And when you consider last year, as Rick Remsnyder told me, travel visitors spent almost $750 million in Ulster County. They are a huge part of our local economy. So we support them and we thank them for their support as well. We thank again all our presenters and their amazing properties this morning. Ulster County truly is a world-class destination. We're very thankful to have them with us today, and thanks to our good friend Rick Remsnyder and the Ulster County Tourism Office. So again, thanks to our presenters. We love to end our breakfast meetings on a positive note, and for us, a very positive note. It's been a busy last few weeks at the Chamber of Commerce for all of us, and we are delighted to welcome a number of brand new members to the Ulster Chamber, and we'd like to have Jess Davis, our Director of Membership Engagement, come forward to welcome those new members. So Jess, come up, please.
Thank you, Ward. Good morning, Ulster County. What a great presentation this morning. We have so many amazing places that we can escape and get away to right here in our own backyard. So thank you everyone for joining us this morning and sharing these beautiful areas, the inside scoop. It was nice to see you all. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Sawyer Savings Bank. And I am very excited to just take you all through a list of new members. Ward, where's your list? Oh, here we go. Perfect. Okay, so our July new members, and we have a couple that trickled in from June. It's going to take me a few minutes, which is exciting news. It's just seeing everyone get back out and opening and reopening our economy. It's a really exciting time. So first choice business brokers here in Kingston. Gil Tatarski is a financial consultant, business consultant. Bangs and Body Salon and Day Spa, located in Lake Katrine, beauty salon, barber shop, and nail services. JP Grant Consulting, LLC in Grahamsville, and that's Jessica. Again, she's a business consultant and grant writing. Solstice, located in Cambridge, and that is solar energy. Tour International Services, LLC, located out of Marlborough. We're heading all over Ulster area, and that's industrial equipment sales. Destination Saugerties, which is the greater representation of the Saugerties merchants, and that is a group of merchants that came together to really bring back life to the village of Saugerties. The Flavorful Ladle out in Highland, the Ortiz family, restaurant and takeout. Meltaway Bakery back in Saugerties. Bakeries, baked goods, takeout, and they usually sell out sometime early in the morning. And we'll keep it right in Saugerties with Dancing Tulip Floral Boutique. owner Hazel, beautiful, not just a florist, it's a great store. She's got really neat, creative, beautiful items. You can go and shop and grab some flowers there. Then we're going to take it back to Kingston with We Got the Juice. Liz Baker is the owner there. They're located right on Broadway, salads, juices, smoothies. And right down the road, Broadway Lights Diner here in Kingston. They've been there as long as I can remember. They're doing delivery, and takeout, and they've got indoor and outdoor. That's owner Lisa Chaitson and Gerald P. Cahill Consulting out in Shandaken. That's around research. And then we're back into Kingston at the Kingston Candy Bar, keeping it sweet. Diane Reeder is the chef and owner. Ice cream, desserts, cakes, cookies, and tons of really neat old-fashioned candy. Great space. They are open, and they're doing a lot around keeping things safe with COVID. Yum Yum Noodle Bar, both in Kingston and in Woodstock. We welcome Erica and the crew at Yum Yum Noodle Bar. Lily Ray in the Hamlet, a brand new business located out in Highland, a really neat store, bringing in all local vendors to market their products in one neat space. So you'll see anything from baked goods to honey to olive oils, and all kinds of great little things you can get there, handmade soaps, and everything is local. Next, we'll take it over to Saugerties again. Body Be Well Pilates, owner Chelsea Stiefeneter, health and wellness, and really nice, beautiful space there located out at the Lazy Swan property. And then we're going to take it a little bigger. We're heading down to New York City, but really all over the USA. We have Key to Life, which is better known as Super Coffee. The three DeSico brothers who were born and raised here in Ulster County, they've gone nationwide with a really neat and really tasty product, Super Coffee, plant-based, and really excited to have them. They always seem to remember their hometown, so we're really excited to have them as chamber members. Next, we'll take it to Kingston, local artisan bakery, right on Broadway, and baked goods. You can order ahead, and you can find her at local farmers markets as well. That's Cariana. Then we've got Brookville Auto Group, automobile sales here in Kingston. And last but not least, that was a lot to say. Good stuff. Keep me busy with this. Windmill Wine and Spirits